Hi, I'm Aeryn. Welcome to the month's energy video. Today I will talk about the number 15 because when you add 9 for September to 2022, so 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2, it all adds up to 15. And 15 in numerology is the number for alchemy. So that means that you have the power to create your reality. 1 is the number for the consciousness. It's also the number for the individuality and for new beginnings. Number 5 is the number for freedom, for joy, and for change. So combining the 1 and the 5, together it means that you become aware of the fact that you're free. You become aware that you can change your circumstances. It's like an alchemist. You can create gold out of every situation. It's about how you approach things. So it's kind of like being a magician. You can express your joy and you can manifest your joy. You become aware that there is no limit on what you can do. You don't have to be afraid, and there is no lack because everything is inside of you. And it's all about being aware of that and really expressing your freedom and your choice. It's very similar to this card of the journeyman because here he is starting a new chapter in his life and he's balancing this ball very well on this wand that he's holding, and he's also balancing himself on this fairy's head. So it's a very joyful time and a very confident time because you know that you can do it and you are able to create the reality that you want, and it's in your hands to manifest your desires and how you want your life to be. So he has made a decision to go for it, and he knows that there is nothing that can stop him or put limits on his vision. And you can also feel that there is no lack. There is nothing that he needs because he has everything inside of him. And so there is also no fear towards the future, and it's a time full of opportunities. When you add 1 plus 5, it becomes 6. And so 6 is also the energy of the month. And 6 in the numerology is the number for love. The number 6 looks like a pregnant woman. So it's the number of giving birth and of nurturing and family and your home. And number 6 is self-love and healing, and it's about our health. And it's also the number for responsibility and having compassion towards others. On the 10th of September, we will have a full moon in Pisces. And Pisces is a sign that is very intuitive and also very psychic and artistic, creative. And for Pisces, it's all about unity and unconditional love. And the amazing thing is that the full moon is conjunct to Neptune, and Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and Neptune is very sensitive. And so on the 10th of September, when we have the full moon, it could be that you get very sensitive towards things that you didn't actually notice before. So for example, chemicals in the food that you eat, or harsh sounds in your environment. You become very sensitive towards other people's energies too. So it will be a good time for you to listen to very calming music and to make sure that you find ways to connect with Source by meditating or going into nature. And Pisces is a very watery sign, so it's also recommended to listen to water sounds like flowing river sounds or ocean wave sounds. Really soothing, calming sounds will be very healing for you. So all in all, the topic for September will be your healing and your health. And so you will pay more attention to what you eat and your environment. And it's also about creating connection with your family and thinking about your domestic life more. And it's much easier for you to make changes this month because you are so full of this feeling of responsibility, and because you are aware, you are ready to make the change, and that will lead to more freedom, because the one is you and 5 is your freedom. And because you're the alchemist this month, you have such an open mind. It's about your vision, but also you're so open towards other people, because the 6 energy is so affectionate and so loving. So you're also very open towards other people and other viewpoints and opinions. And it's also a great time for you to meet new people. You will be more outgoing, and you'll be very confident this month to express your feelings and to share what you have done so far, because you become really connected to your own soul. So it's like because it's a month of self-healing, you appreciate yourself more, and you also appreciate your actions more. So whatever you have done so far, you can really be proud of that, and you can also honor how you feel and really honor your true emotions. And because you're so in tune with your true emotions, it could also be that this month you will want to express that inner side of you more, meaning you might maybe change the way you appear. So for example, you will change your hairstyle or hair color, or your fashion style, or maybe you'll change your interior design to match your feelings more. And because the number 6 is also about your home. So as you can see, this month is a really magical time for you to tap into your emotional, sensitive side, to explore it more, to respect yourself, and to really love yourself, and to take care of your body. However, be careful, because the shadow expression of the number 6 is to overdo things. So maybe you overindulge yourself, and so that you neglect your family, or you neglect your work, or you overindulge yourself by overeating, or maybe you get you overgive to people, because it's such a nurturing kind of energy, and you give, and then you notice that you're totally depleted of energy, and then you become drained. Or it could also be that you become too obsessed with something or somebody. So be careful and not to fall into this super extreme zone, and instead tap more into this energy of the alchemist, that which is so open towards other people and other viewpoints, and also open towards your future and the possibilities of creating really gold in your life by seeing the positive and creating the positive by yourself. You will really feel this month that you have the power to better your circumstances, and that you don't have to wait for other people, or get other people's approval to be happy. No, you can be happy in this instance by creating that happiness by yourself. And that's because you take responsibility for your own life, and you take charge of how you feel. And that also applies to other people. You this month you will be much more as I said, sensitive, and therefore also you have more compassion, and there's more a loving, nurturing side that shows. So you're also much more tender and kind to other people, and you can accept other people's opinion much more because you have this open mind and this open vision. So I hope that this gave you an idea of the energy of the month. Focus on your self-healing and your self-love and your health. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please send me an email with your name, your date of birth, and your numerology questions. I can check your life energy number, and with that I can also see if your current phone number or address is in alignment with your energy, and also if you would like to set an important date for a meeting or for signing a contract and such, then I can check which date is most suitable to you. Have a wonderful month, and don't forget, everything will be okay. Thank you. Bye bye.